In order to subtract two polynomials, the first thing we're going to want to do is distribute the negative sign that we see in between those two polynomials and then combine like terms just like we did when we added. So here is that minus sign to indicate that we are subtracting, and our first step is going to be to distribute that minus sign. And the effect of doing that, basically multiplying by a -1, is that it's going to change the sign on every one of those terms. So let's rewrite this as 6x squared minus 12x plus 48. Our first polynomial doesn't change, but then I'm going to change the signs on our second polynomial. So a plus x squared minus 24x and a plus 63. And now I simply combine like terms. The highest number that I see, so the degreed term in this case, is an x squared. I have two of those, so that will be 7x squared. I have a negative 12x and a negative 24x. That will combine to a negative 36x. And then finally, a positive 48 and a positive 63 is a positive 111. This is our simplified polynomial subtracting one of those polynomials from the other. Again, let's identify degree, our type, and our leading coefficient. So degree is 2 because I see a 2 as my biggest exponent. Based on that, our type is quadratic, and our leading coefficient is that 7. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video, try number 4 on your own, and come back to see how you did. Again, we're going to identify that we're subtracting based on the negative sign, the minus, in between the two sets of parentheses. And so the first thing we do is the distribution of the negative sign, changing all of our signs, and then we will combine like terms. Notice that we have a fraction in a coefficient spot. Remember that it's allowed in a coefficient spot both in our original and in our final answer. That's still a polynomial. Remember that it's only the exponent that can have a fraction in it. So we're going to get a final answer of negative 1/2 x to the 4th plus 2x to the 3rd minus 25. This is a degree 4 because of the 4th power here, which makes it a quartic, and our leading coefficient is that negative 1/2.